This is the Honda HR-V, one of your many choices in a small crossover, and like all of those, it has some strengths and weaknesses, features and functions that could make it the right small crossover for you, depending on what you're after. And in this video, we'll look at those and some of your other alternatives in this universe and highlight what I figure are the most compelling parts of this machine, as well as a few areas where it could leave you wanting. Let's cover the three key strengths of the HR-V first, which I figure are number 1, how it drives, number 2, how handy it is at adapting to your cargo carrying needs, and third is something for the loyal and often repeat Honda shopper that's after something they're used to, and that is because much of what's in the HR-V and under its skin is time-tested and proven Honda tech. On the surface, it's exactly what it looks like. 4 doors, 5 seats, a tailgate behind which sits a decent cargo hold, and all in a package that sits just a bit higher from the road than a small car and offers more flexibility. Rear seats are a mixed bag. On one hand, the door opening is shaped a bit strangely, and that makes it a bit less straightforward to get in and out. Also, at 5'10", I was just about out of headroom, though legroom was just fine. So some owners will use these seats occasionally for adults, regularly for the kids, or just leave them down, low to the floor, folded full flat, and enabling a heap of cargo volume. The rear seats also flip up, which is just awesome because you also get this, an easy step in for the family dog, or a great big wide and deep cargo area for small furniture, a flat screen TV, a bike, you name it. So HR-V's rear seating area is fine for most humans on most drives, but perfect for just about all of your cargo carrying needs. Beyond that, you get good mileage, all-wheel drive, and full backing by Honda's full suite of advanced safety features, including the lane change camera, radar cruise, and collision detection with auto brake. My tester was the HR-V Touring, priced from the better part of 33,000 Canadian dollars, and loaded including all-wheel drive, a CVT automatic paddle shift, a subtly sporty body kit, these strong-performing LED headlights, and must-have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay tech built into the touchscreen head unit. Automatic lights and climate control, but of course, and there's also heated leather, a sunroof, and a full driver computer display. Elsewhere, it's door pockets and a covered center console, adding at-hand storage for smaller items, and what seems to be a slightly improved version of the awkward and clumsy cup holders found in earlier HR-V models, now fitted with various trap doors and levers that you can use to try and secure your drinks. It's fairly fiddly as cup holders go, but you'll probably be just fine. There's extra storage down here beneath the console. 2 USB ports are available, though some competitors offer more and do put them in easier to reach places. Dual zone climate control with this slick looking touchscreen interface helps keep you comfy and informed, although for the money, those after features like wireless smartphone recharging, a panoramic roof, remote start, or cooled seats will need to look at something else. In the HR-V, everything is pretty much where you'd expect it to be, easy to find and easy to use, especially if you're a current modern Honda owner already, in which case you'll feel right at home in a jiff. And that's the idea, a few fiddly little gripes, but really this is easy to drive, easy to interface with, and easy to set up for just about whatever you need to do. And in typical Honda fashion, it's got more cargo room than you probably think. But the HR-V's real secret sauce is the way it drives and handles itself. The 1.8-liter 141 horsepower 4-cylinder means this is for the driver after fuel economy and not the turbocharged punch you'll find elsewhere for the money. So HR-V is not your best choice if you want the quickest machine here, though the CVT transmission is eager, very smooth, and very responsive at around town speeds, which makes this a smooth and willing partner for whizzing through the daily grind. The engine's performance is better than the numbers lead on, though passing and merging require big loads of throttle, and as a Honda engine, it likes a lot of revs to do its best work. In all, call this a good setup for the lighter-footed driver who appreciates some pleasing around-town responsiveness. The steering and handling are fantastic in the snow, and I suspect were calibrated with input from someone who likes a sporty winter drive. The steering, chassis, suspension, that is, the overall feel of the car, rewards the heavier-footed driver playing on some winding back roads very nicely. It feels small and light and playful if you like, or bolted down if you prefer a lower-speed, more sure-footed approach in the snow. It's all up to your right foot. Put it down a little in the wintertime, and HR-V just shows some extra fine-tuning around the finer details of how it responds to spirited operation, and that's something that some drivers appreciate and others learn to. And the brakes feel strong and precise, and in all, HR-V is an economical crossover that doesn't mind whatsoever if you want to have a little fun. To sum it up, well, it feels great in the snow however you use it. Note that ride quality can become fairly harsh and noisy, more economy car than crossover on really rough surfaces, and if that's an issue for you, check out the Hyundai Kona and Subaru Crosstrek too. I want to leave you with some more footage that I hope will show you just how good this thing works in the snow and maybe convince you to buy a good set of winter tires for yours. This one's on Blizzaks and they have plenty of bite for the driving you see me doing here. And you get some really confident braking that's drama-free and nicely controlled, and the ABS only kicks in once you're deep into the pedal on hardpack like this. Also, launch after full throttle slow motion launch, you barely see any spinning from any of the HRV's wheels, and that's thanks in part to the all-wheel drive system that knows what it's doing, pre-engaging maximum traction not when a wheel slips, but rather before it might. So all said, with proper winter rubber, HRV's systems feel expert at capitalizing on the available grip from the winter tires and putting it to excellent use with minimal slipping or fuss. And that's point-and-shoot winter performance, and that is one less thing for you to worry about. Ultimately, those after the HRV for its brand reputation, a very solid all-weather drive, and some surprisingly spirited driving dynamics will not be left wanting, though you do have more powerful and feature-rich options for your money if that's your thing. So HRV starts a tick under $27,000 with all-wheel drive, budget a couple of extra bucks for a quality set of winter tires like these, and you'll be very well equipped to handle Mother Nature's worst winter driving conditions with good mileage and a smile on your face. I'm Justin Pritchard.